And then we have on the 12th, we have Jupiter is going to be conjunct Neptune.
This will be interesting.
This seems like a fun transit. It could be fun as long as you are, remaining safe. This would be overindulging, not knowing your boundaries. Those would be the things that you would want to watch. As far as on the positive side, Jupiter's a benefic, and we have Neptune is going to be sandwiched in between those, those benefics, hopefully Mars doesn't scoot in there in between. Anyway, but yeah, with the Jupiter and conjuncting Neptune, you could have things that you thought you knew where the boundaries were, but it's really unclear right now.
Yeah. Neptune can be really idealistic, very altruistic. It can be very giving to others. This could be really charitable energy, very generous energy. But again, those boundaries can be really easily blurred. Neptune just kind of dissolves stuff. It's hard to see what's happening. And it's all really fantastic having that idealism and that, wanting to do really inspiring or wonderful things, but that Jupiter does want to expand, and sometimes it can expand too much. It could be a little bit too much of a good thing. Neptune is often linked to drink and drugs. So this could be a time, if you have a predisposition towards that, perhaps, I don't know whether I would say that would necessarily lead to a bender or a lost weekend, but there's potential there.
Or this can be really good creative energy. Neptune, if you are thinking of writing, or not really writing, would be more of a mercurial thing. But if you had if you wanted to do a painting, this would be a really good energy to do that with that Jupiter and Neptune together.
Yeah, I think it could be a really nice energy for doing stuff for others, for that generosity of spirit and living up to the highest ideals of both those planets. But yeah, like anything, they've all got their good and their not so good qualities, just with their blending.
They do. And that's the challenge is to, you can have really negative energy, but it's the same energy for that positive energy too. You just have to figure out how can I use this energy?
How can I channel it?
To do
constructively,
to do better. Yeah. So you have two planets that are feeling good where they're at.
I was going to say something about that too. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I've heard some astrologers talk too about, with so much water, and you've got the Jupiter, which can expand, greatly. They're talking about maybe floods and that too in certain places, in
Pisces.
Yeah.
You have Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe with Jupiter being, the greater benefic, perhaps not catastrophic. There might be more rain than usual at that time, or water-related things in the news, perhaps a greater presence or greater attention on water and water-type things.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.